Hey, what's up guys, Jacob here, back on another video. This video I'm going to be going over the G versus Lucia matchup. So the first thing I'm going to go over is the zoning game between both characters. And then I'm going to go over the pressure that Lucia has against G and how to avoid it. You know, what options G has on defense against Lucia. Alright. So in the zoning game against Lucia, you want to pretty much counter her in a sense. You're waiting for her to throw her projectile out pretty much. So as soon as you see her leg lift, you should be going for your projectile. And make sure you're at the max range of your projectile. Because when you have max range, when she goes for her Dhalsim-like projectile, the Super Mario or whatever. When you have max range of your projectile, when you have max range of your projectile, you're able to avoid the Dhalsim ball and keep her away so that she doesn't pressure you. Because if you're too close, you're going to get into a trap. Even though you get her or whatever with the projectile, then you're kind of trapped here. The closer you are, the easier it is for her to get plus range on you. So you don't want to be in that situation. And the harder it is to react to her other projectile, which is it starts up a lot faster. So this projectile, it's good against G, but it's pretty the same sense. You know, wait for her to lift the leg and then, you know, you can go for it. The reason why I say wait for her to lift the leg, because if you do it too early, preemptively throwing it, she can nullify your projectile like you saw there. And then she gets pressure on you anyways. But the best thing to be is at level 2. So if you're at level 2, you can take the trade, doesn't matter. But if you're at level 2, those trades will be in your favor. Like so. The trades will turn to your favor because you'll get the additional hit on your projectile, and then you'll be able to start beating her out of her stuff. So even if she does the other version, which is a lot faster, it doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything. So yeah. So that's pretty much mostly. I mean, she can use her EX fireball to kind of avoid it. And being in level 3 doesn't really matter either, because if you have max range and you try to go through a projectile, you're too far, so she can whiff punish you. The normal projectile is good too, but I mean, it's not bad either. But you're more likely want to be at 1. You don't need to be at 3. To beat her, you know, to start doing pressure to her and winning that matchup or that part of the matchup. So, yeah, she can use EX to nullify 2 projectiles, but she's wasting meter compared to you gaining meter, so still in your favor. All right. So in that sense, I think G, if you're patient enough and kind of a lane player, in that sense, you can deal with Lucia in that sense in the mid screen. So yeah, in footsie situations, you're more, Lucias are more likely going to go in and out of their footsie range to try to whiff punish you, or because she has stubby limbs, so she's waiting for you to try to, you know, overextend with something and then whiff punish you. So be very careful and stay in that lane zoning. To, you know, you have to play lane. There's nothing else to do. So yeah. All right. So, all right. Now I'm gonna go over the pressure that Lucia has against G. So there's a string that a lot of Lucias are using to, you know, to kind of trap you in the corner. Even in mid-screen it works, but this string right here is really good. So I'm basically going to go over all 3 versions. So this version where she's using the medium fireball. To avoid it, whatever, you can use the EX whirlwind or whatever, or the spin kick. It goes to projectiles. But if you do it against the air one, the Dhalsim version, she can recover even after that. But either way, you get out of the situation, but if she recovers, it doesn't matter because you're -2 and she's up close on you, and she could DP you if she knows that you're going for that. So in the long run, it's not the best solution, because I mean, it is a good solution, but at the same time it's not, because if she does the heavy version of it, the heavy version of the fireball, whatever, you can't use the EX, because what happens is that it's too fast, so the input doesn't come out and you get hit by the projectile. But if you block it, it's a -1, so you're a little more in a better position there. You'll be either trading or, you know, like, yeah, she's -1, so it's not as bad. But yeah, when she's throwing out this projectile, if you know that she's going for the Dhalsim version, you can actually punish the starter frames of the when she's throwing the projectile, or the ending frames when she's recovering. I mean, you can punish the recovery frames when she lets go of the projectile. Like I showed there. And you can start your own pressure up there. But you have to know she's gonna go for that. So if you know she's going for that, then you can punish with that move. But yeah. Alright, so uh, now I'm gonna go over the. I mean, it's kind of like it's a little more gimmicky side of Lucia, but it still has a lot of pressure on G. So G has a lot of problems with the like the run canceling and stuff like that into the shoulder. He has a lot of trouble with that, but if you guys don't know, the shoulder on block is -6. You can punish it. It has a lot of. It's fast though. It recovers really quickly, so you have to be very fast when you punish it. Thing is, if you're not reacting in time to these things, then it becomes like a mix to G, in a sense. Because when Lucia uses her heavy punch and tries to cancel, she's -4, I believe. Yes, -4. Uses crouch, she's -3 on block. So you won't really be able to do much off of that, and trying to risk pressing a button can put you in a bad situation too, because you could trade off of this. Like the Lucia player knows her timing with the shoulder tackle, so that if you press a button trying to OS, you're gonna get hit by the shoulder tackle, and she gets a trade combo if you on counter it, and you don't want that to happen. So that's pretty much the sense where you have to just block, you know, and that's when you have to hold stuff against Lucia. You're pretty much holding a lot of stuff and waiting for her to make a mistake. She has a lot of gimmicks, but you know, just don't like break from the gimmick. She has this. This is pretty good, you know. She can basically, people are getting hit by this a lot because they're trying to OS this or whatever. Because anything she goes after from here is, you know, punishable. If you have a DP, it's a different story. But if you're playing G, you don't have a DP, so you cannot interrupt it. So you pretty much have to hold that and wait, and you know, try to start your pressure up on, you know, and avoiding that pressure. Don't try to, you know, press the button or interrupt it. It's just better not to. You could take the risk because G, you know, is a high risk, high reward character, but in a sense, it's still risky against a really good Lucia that needs that hit to start her pressure. You don't want to deal with that. So, yeah, best option is to play lame, but when you're on defense, you know, just be aware of those things and play a little patient, and yeah, just be careful. She has good walk speed, so she can shimmy you pretty easily. So yeah, it's a little hard on defense if you don't have any good options. So yeah, pretty much I feel like this matchup is kind of even because G has really good offense compared to Lucia. Lucia has good offense, but compared to G's offense is a lot better because of the command grab, and then it does a lot of damage and V-trigger. Lucia's V-trigger is pretty much her spending EX without spending EX. That's pretty much Lucia's V-trigger. So you can use that, you know, to your advantage. Just try to start the offense on her. But she has good defense options compared to G. She has a little better defense option than G. That's why I kind of say it kind of is even. Because Lucia has good offense too, but it's not as good. But she has better defense, so it kind of evens the matchup out in a way. But G's projectile can kind of beat out Lucia too, so it's kind of like iffy. So yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on the match. I think they're pretty much even, but if you know the matchup well, you know, hopefully this helped you guys. You know, it can help a lot, like in terms of just knowing what situations, you know, you could be in and how to avoid certain things. So yeah, so that's pretty much for the video. I appreciate you guys for watching the video, and I'll leave a comment down below if you have any opinions on the matchup as well, or if you got your own, like, you know, like if you think this is 6-4 or 5.5 to 4.5, whatever. Just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as fast as possible. If you guys want to see another matchup video, just let me know as well. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later.